All right. I need you to say something. Elongated.
Elongated. Something that is elongated.
That'll do.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
The Lunsby Show with
T-Bone.
And chick fruit.
God bless. All these years, just get it right one time.
What do you want from me?
40 years they've been trying. You couldn't fire somebody if they were horrible, doing a terrible job for the veterans. And now you can say you're fired.
Okay. No one listens to radio.
And now for a quick disclaimer.
The Lunsby Show with
T-Bone
And chick fruit.
is brought to you by nobody. We have no sponsors.
The show is still rated G.
For Gloria.
You know what's glorious? That goatee that you're rocking.
Are you making?
No, it's massive. I love it.
Are you making fun of me?
No, I love it.
I went to hair and makeup yesterday.
So serious. It's so serious. It's like, oh, you can grow a little wispies. Look at this. Oof. I like it.
I went to hair and makeup yesterday. She made me look beautiful. My wonderful, talented team of Heena and Beena. I know that sounds made up, but it's not made up. Heena and Beena, my lovely, talented hair and makeup team. I went to them yesterday. Heena was doing all the work, and I asked Beena, do I look evil? To which she laughed and laughed and laughed.
Before she said yes.
Yes, apparently the goatee does make me look evil. I am doing a spot on the Dom and Pickle podcast Wednesday night. We're taping Wednesday night. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also stressing so much over that. I just, I got a desire to be the best me that I can be, and this is putting a lot of stress on me. I bought new shoes. I bought new clothes because it's a video podcast. I'm going to be seen on camera.
Yeah, and your face will be there.
And what many of us have done in the past is we all wear the same things that we wear every day.
Yeah.
Especially
anything else.
Especially if it's an audio podcast. No one cares. That takes me back to years ago. Me and Big Baby, I just got back to the States. He says, "You want to go on the road with me?" I say, "Absolutely, let's do this." And we drive from Jacksonville, Florida to someplace in Tennessee. Jackson, Tennessee. We drive 16 hours to Jackson, Tennessee, where we are going to play the South Street Comedy Club that weekend. And of course, this is back in the day when radio was obligatory. You had to do morning radio if you were doing a show in a town, and this was it. And during our 16-hour drive, so many things happened. But one of the many things that happened is he kept spoiling food on his shirt. He had a Negro Leagues jersey that he was wearing, and whatever he was eating ended up on his shirt. And I kept reassuring him, "Don't worry about it, man. We're doing radio. It's going to be fine." This is the early stages. So they took a lot of photos and put a lot of photos of us on the internet, and him in his greasy, stained Negro Leagues jersey. Just, I think I posted a couple photos of him too.
Now I know Big Baby. He's a pretty fastidious human as far as his appearance.
He's such a good person.
So I can imagine that he was not too stoked on that.
He was fine. We had a good time there. I wish I could remember the names. I think the female DJ, I think her name was Jerri, or Julie, I don't know. One of the names that I was also intimately familiar with, and Harvey. Harvey was the dude. We had such a great time there, yeah. South Street Comedy Club in Jackson, Tennessee. What a fun time. One of Big Baby's things is that he is from a small town in Tennessee called Pulaski. Pulaski or Pulaska? Either or. And he would ask the audience regularly, I tell people I'm from Nashville, but I'm actually from a small town in Tennessee named Pulaski. Do you all know what Pulaski, Tennessee is famous for? And most of the time, people are like, no, we don't know what that's famous for.
Words, but we don't know what they are.
Except when we were in Jackson, Tennessee, and they all knew that was the birthplace of the Klan.
There we go.
Yeah. So that was a fun time. I signed a woman's arm that night. Very strange.
Oh.
I've signed a lot of things in my life. An arm was a very interesting one. But she wanted my room number and her boyfriend was there. And I'm like, I'm just going to sign your arm and call it a day.
Yeah.
Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's been a bit.
Yes. And that's okay.
And I'm doing better every day. I'm doing a little bit better. I don't know if you, I know you listened, but I don't know if you listened with the video.
I did not see the video, and I don't know that I'm ready.
If you had saw the video, you would also know that Rupert stars in the video. I cannot believe that tiny little Rupert once existed.
I know. He was so little. Now he's so big.
No, in the video that I did in episode 1415 entitled Grief, I did a different version that's a video. In the video, it's over 350 images of Zeus and videos, and I just tried to encapsulate all of that into a time frame that shares some of the greatest memories. And Rupert is part of those. Rupert and the dog whose name I can never remember.
Ranger?
Rupert,
the other one.
Yeah, the other one. Rupert and Granger are also part of that. Rosa is clearly a part of that. The two white dogs that attacked Zeus are in that. The wound that Zeus gave me when he bit me is in that. All of that is in there. I'm proud of doing that. And I don't know for anyone else that's experiencing grief if you have the opportunities to do it, but I can recommend. It is very cathartic. It is very helpful in dealing with grief if you make an hour-long episode and a video of what you're experiencing. But we won't dwell on that too much, because if I do, then I get all choky and not goody-goody.
And I will not help that at all.
So it's funny.
I'll tell you, okay, I'm going to hold it together, I promise. So it's MotoGP weekend.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Right? My parents are here.
Yes.
We're having a great time. There's so many motorcycles. Granger hates it. And he's so scared. He's so scared. That one right there. The murder dog, terrified of all the he hates it. So he learned earlier this year with fireworks how to jump up the stairs in a way that is not necessarily something we want him doing because it's not safe. So every time I hear a bang, I immediately throw myself out of bed and then scamper to him so that he doesn't have a chance to. Much scampering because I couldn't only find one slipper and we were just in a struggle. So I get down there and I'm scrolling on my phone like you do while you hold your shaking dog. And I saw that you posted and I was like, I have to see what my friend's going through because I've been giving you space but I've been worried about you, been thinking about you, just sobbing for hours last night. Because I missed my friend, and my friend was hurting, and I couldn't do anything for you. But I love you so much, and I'm happy to be back on with you. When you messaged me today, I was not certain if we were going to do a show, and I was standing by, and I was so thrilled to see it come through. I was like, yes.
Well, it's mainly because our fans are heartless. Our fans, where is the latest episode? I'm like, I'm going through a little something right now. But when's the next episode? I'm like, seriously, I'm going through a little something right now.
They will get you back to reality as quick as possible.
Of course, we have people that listen to the show regularly that do not participate on the Facebook group or anything like that. So they don't know what I'm going through. And right. And I'm just trying to politely explain, I'm just going through a little something right now. And without getting deeper into the details, there have been some amazing people in the last couple of weeks. Lee, again, I refer to her as the coolest white person I know. And I don't think that's necessarily wrong. But she came in, and she's going through her own things. And she came in, and she said, nothing more than, I just want you to know, I know what you're going through and I feel for you. God bless this woman, because I needed to hear that. The gentleman that I work with ostracized me for several days. Yeah, they wouldn't speak to me at all. And then one day, work required us to talk. And my friend Chris says, after the work required conversation, says to me, "Hey man, I want you to know I heard, and I really feel for you. I'm sorry for you." And then I went off because because the last 2 days you guys treated me, you ostracized me. You didn't talk to me at all. You treated me like garbage, like I had done something wrong. Meanwhile, my wife goes to work. She gets flowers. She gets cards. She gets a food train that goes on for like a month. We don't have to cook. She gets all of these things, but the hardcore men that I work with wouldn't even talk to me because we're men. And
I don't understand that. And you can cry, Tony. How many times have I told you that? It's okay.
And we're not good at dealing with emotions or feelings. And I understand.
You know what?
What?
I'm really proud of you.
Tell me.
Because you didn't shut down. You didn't shut us out. You let us be there for you in the way that you needed us. And I don't know that would have always been something you would have done.
It is not.
So I'm proud of you.
You, Corey, Lee, Chris, Brandon, Tim, my supervisor, was fantastic and understood. I went to work on Monday and I didn't know, bless you. I just had to go. I just had to go to work because you go to work. And he come to me and he goes, "Why are you even here?" And I was like, "What am I going to do? Stay at home? There's nothing for me at home." But Lee, Dave, Corey, Brandon, Chris, and you, and Robert, you were all amazing. Robert, you guys were all amazing, and you helped me through it. And my wife had her own team of grief counselors that helped her through it. And it's been 2 weeks. And I get better.
It's never enough time.
I get better every day, but it still hurts quite a bit. So let's not focus on that too much.
Okay. So I got older.
Oh, I know you did, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're not sorry. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. Things that have been hilarious about that, right? Because when your birthday, people are like, "Oh, your birthday's coming up," and and they're like, especially at work, they're like, "Oh, how old are you gonna be?" And I'm like, 42. And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You are the most vibrant. You are the most vibrant 42-year-old I know. You look fantastic for 42.
So I feel like I can see how much I've aged, right? Like I could see that on my face. But everyone else is like, "No, you look exactly the same." But I did get a haircut.
You kind of do. I got a haircut
because I was going out to dinner and I wanted to have a nice haircut. And they're cutting my hair and the gray that is falling off. And I was like, "Oh, all those people who were like 42." I'm like,
"No, my friend, you look fantastic. If I took your picture and gave it to any of the people that listen to us and I said, 'How old do you think this woman is?' None of them would say anything above 40. None of them. You look fantastic.
I feel like you can tell here.
No, look at you. You're leaning so far into the camera that I would actually have to lean into the lens to see what you're talking about. No, you look great. Enjoy this. I think, as a 60-year-old, I think I'm doing well.
60? Which is funny because I was talking to my mom.
Who I love.
And of course, we talk about you all the time.
Of course. Why not?
Because you're part of the family, so we're talking about you because we're like talking about Tony. Because he's part of the family. And we're talking, and my mom goes, "How old is Tony?" And I was like, "Oh, he's got to be mid-50s," because all I can ever think about in relation to your age is your colonoscopy. And then I said to my mom, I said, "Wait a second, he's been gone. It's been a long time since his colonoscopy."
Yeah, I've been through it.
Because I've been measuring your age based on Tony's butt episode, which was like, I guess a decade ago.
Yeah, we did several episodes about my tuchus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. most famous part about you.
So I haven't shared this with you. Here's the crazy part.
Are you coming up on a round 2?
My colonoscopy went well, and I got the 7-year, you don't have to redo this for 7-year kind of thing.
Oh,
But the next time they came at me with a poop in a box. Yeah, you don't have to have the giant cord run through you. You don't have to do that anymore. You just poop in a box and send it back to us.
What a prize.
Hold on. So it's not really poop in a box. What it is here's the process. You take this, you flush your toilet, and you take this flushable thing and you put it over the water that is in your toilet, and then you poop on the flushable thing that covers the water that's in your toilet. Now, if you've ever had any anxiety when it came to peeing in front of other people, that's a thing that happens if you are subject to random urinalysis. Imagine what it's like to have a time limit on how quickly you need to poo, because
I can guarantee this is something I will fail.
So you got the piece of paper down above the water, but the water's doing its job. It's going to dissolve this thing, so you're in a hurry to poo, and I do successfully. I get through the
Congratulations.
Thank you. And then the next thing you have to do is you have to take this weird corkscrew tip and plunge it into the poo and get poo on the corkscrew tip, and then you put it inside another plastic container that snaps shut when you do this. You're dealing with...
What you're saying sounds horrifying.
No,
you're absolutely awful.
You're dealing with micrograms of fecal matter. Seriously, so tiny. Imagine a toothpick, but the toothpick is serrated, and you stick the toothpick into the poo, and you pull it out, and that's the sample. It's that small. It's so small, and then you put this in this very hard plastic container that snaps shut. Click, click. It's shut.
The only place my poo has been is either in my butt or in the toilet. So when you say this corkscrew thing, you put it in the poo, my butt went like this. I think I just clenched and made a diamond.
It's just a very, very small amount of fecal matter on a little plastic thing put inside a plastic thing that clicks shut. But that's not where it ends.
But wait, there's more.
There's so much more. In order to ship this back, you have to follow the procedures. And step number one...
A mail out?
Yes. And step number one...
I shipped you my poop. I sent it. I swear. The poop is in the mail.
Step number one requires you to fold the plastic little clicky thing with your micrograms of fecal matter on it inside an absorbent thingy. And then the absorbent thingy and the plastic clicky thing then go inside another plastic bag that you must seal shut that has hazmat listed over the top of it. This is a gram at the most of fecal matter that has been labeled hazmat. I just think of all of the dog poop that I've been picking up for the last 10 years. And it is quantifiably way more than a gram. It is so much more than a gram. And, I'm picking it up with a little tiny bag and I'm putting it in another bag. There's no hazmat involved. Why is my fecal matter treated like it's going to kill the planet, but everyone else's fecal matter is... The city of San Francisco has a map to where all the human poo is. But for my microgram of fecal matter, I had to do all of these steps. It was very scary. I was so scared of my own poop that I played in that I stuck a tiny toothpick in, a serrated toothpick.
It's like the 3-year-old's dream and the grown Tony's worst nightmare.
There is a story of me that my father would tell me all the time. Apparently, as a tiny child, I was left alone in the bathtub, something not unusual in the 70s. And I also pooped in the bathtub, and I was using the little poop as boats. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I believe it to be true, but,
Tiny T-Bone and his poop boat.
So other than a MotoGP going on this weekend in Road to Spain, what else is happening in your world?
I took photos of paintball and I didn't get shot. That's a first.
That's a first. Yeah.
I'm thrilled with that outcome for so many reasons, but that was great. In a few weeks here, I'm going to be going on a little vacation.
Tell me more.
My coworker that I enjoyed being coworkers with, who abandoned me because her husband is in the Air Force or something like that. Lame. I don't think it's a fair excuse. But I'm going to go out to Germany and spend some days out there.
Okay.
Drinking beers and eating sausages.
Yes.
And going to castles, all the things. I'm very excited.
So many things.
Yeah.
Where exactly in Germany?
They're in, I just said the name to my mom like 2 seconds ago.
Spengalem. That's a little further south than all of the places I've experienced in Germany. I love Germany.
Same.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go to this new variety of Germany.
Spengalem. Don't we have an armed forces entertainment thing there in that area?
I believe so.
Yeah, you don't watch AFN enough to know the answer to my question.
I don't watch AFN at all.
I believe.
Well, all the decoders are done.
Oh, that's right.
They haven't done a new contract, so there is no.
The question is, can I watch AFN here in America now? Because I do miss the commercials, especially the commercials that I were in. But I did many commercials.
You did.
Have you watched my little independent film that I did? Did you watch that?
No, I haven't watched it.
Why?
Did you send me the link?
I probably did. I feel like I did.
I'll go back and look.
I probably didn't. I can send it to you. Award-winning director Hal Kramer put me in a film. I thought I was just going to be like I've been in a lot of films. I thought I was going to be a background actor in this film, but he made me the leading man.
Well, as you should have.
I feel really cool about that. But because life is life, we weren't able to get into the award process. We were shown as what do they call it? Ancillary. There was a competition. So the independent filmmakers in the Harrisburg area
is the question.
The independent filmmakers in the Harrisburg area, they have these competitions regularly, and they're like, okay, you got 72 hours to make a movie based on this topic. And if you can't get it done in 72 hours, they say, we'll watch your movie. Your movie can be seen, but it's not available for one of the awards that we're offering. And that's where we were on Moving On. Yeah, which was I think it was pretty well done. You know, one of the things I thought that was interesting, I've always been a background person in all the movies that I've done before, so there's really no dialogue involved. This one had me involved in a lot of dialogue, and I thought it was very strange that dialogue doesn't happen normally. Like me and you talking, we're going to step on each other. We're going to our conversations are going to be mingled versus I say something, you say something.
I say something.
I say something, you say
something.
Yeah, exactly. Which now, understanding the camera angles and the things that have to happen, I'm so much more aware of this, and everything that I watch now is that in television and in movies, one person says something to completion, and then another person says something to completion, and no one's talking or over one another.
That's how you know that The Sopranos was fake.
It's so funny you say that, because one of the things I have gone back and looked at was The Sopranos, and absolutely 100% nobody's talking over one another. It's somebody says something, pause, camera angle change, somebody says something. It's not real. It's so not real. But it's very entertaining.
Oh, that's funny. I'm glad that you went back to confirm.
I did that with The Sopranos, The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, all of some of my favorite shows. I went back and I looked at them and like, holy cow, man. No one speaks over anybody. They're all speaking. They say their line And then the other person says their line. And then the other person says their line. It's so funny to me.
That's funny.
It's something you don't learn until you're the leading man. In a tiny little movie made by award-winning independent filmmaker Hal Kramer, who makes me laugh. He's such a good guy.
What else have you been up to?
I haven't really, I've just been dealing with it. God puts people into your life and you don't expect it. And Manny Santiago is a friend of mine. He's a very funny comedian. And he's also in the pet cremation business. And the Thursday night before Zeus passed, I said, "Hey, Manny, do you have a business card?" He's like, "Yeah, man, let me give you a business card." And he gave me a business card. And I'm like, I'm really concerned that my boy's not doing well and that it might be time. And he's like, "No problem. Give us a call." And of course, that Saturday morning, early Saturday morning, it happened. And the first call I had to make was to Manny's business, and they were phenomenal. They were phenomenal. Apparently, you're not supposed to let your pet pass on a weekend because the pet cremation business are closed on weekends. But they came here. Patrick was the guy that came here. The other, I guess, the owner of the business, and he was so dignified in the way he handled my boy. And they took him away, and they said, his ashes will be ready in a couple of days, and if you get your own urn, we'll give you an urn, but if you get your own urn, we'll do the transfer of remains so you don't have to deal with that. And I'm so grateful. I was so thankful.
Yeah.
And I went online and I found a really cool little urn that allows you to put individual pictures and all four sides of it, and it spins. And
that's cool.
Me and Jules, we chose the pictures that we wanted to put in there, and we put it in there. But I go out to the business to pick up my boy. They called me and they said, Zeus is ready to come home.
Yeah. What
a great way of saying that. I mean, again, they do a fantastic job. But I went out there and I saw my friend Manny, and I was like, "Hey, dude, here's the urn that we bought." And he goes, "Oh, wow, that looks really good." And he goes back into the employees only section and he does everything he needs to do. And then he comes back out and he's got a big old bag. And he goes, here's the urn you provided us. But Zeus was a big boy. And because he was a big boy, we've got leftover ashes. So what we did was we gave you the urn that we would have given you and the urn that you provided. And he showed me that the ashes were in both. So I love the fact that my boy was so big. It's so crazy. When I was shopping for urns, at one point, they would show like the size of an urn in between an index finger and a thumb. And I'm like, there's no way. I get it. I get that there's a massive reduction because of the cremation, but there's no way Zeus is going to fit in between an index finger and a thumb little vessel. That's not happening.
You wasn't even close to that in life.
So I buy what I think is a big enough one to hold all of his remains, and that still isn't big enough, and it still makes me chuckle a little bit. But it also allows me...
He cannot be contained. He cannot be contained. There's nothing that can ever keep him trapped.
But it also allows me, we got a very nice shelf on the thing that is basically him. It's got some pictures of him. It's got his urn. And, of course, the statuary that my wife's co-workers bought for her. That's all there. And the extra I brought downstairs and I put at the bar because he was a regular member of the show. God bless, man.
It's all right.
I'm trying.
I'm right here with you, buddy.
I know you are. And I thank you so much. It's there, when I put out the message that it happened, I was really clear and like, please don't call. Don't call me in the fact that I can't handle what's going on right now. So please don't call me. And only 2 people called me against my wishes.
I didn't see the no call until after. But
it was equally beneficial. It was beneficial. And the
honestly,
don't call me. I know you would have. The don't call me was for all of the people out there. And so many people have passed on their condolences And I'm really, really appreciative. I am, so much so. But you and Robert were the only ones who ignored the "don't call me" message, and both.
I just assumed that was for non-family. Robert and I both understood that we did not fall into that category.
You definitely didn't. You didn't. And thank you so much. Our conversation was helpful. And again, I'm getting better. Every day I'm getting better. I'm getting used to not having him here, but it sucks just the same. And I don't want to rush into getting another one, but I do want another one. I want a replacement. I want a replacement right frickin' now.
Yeah, but it's irreplaceable.
So much so. Let's do something that we would normally do instead of...
Talk about cooking? Because I did a lot of that today.
Oh, I can't wait to hear that. Let's do that. It's time to talk about cooking.
And tonight proved one thing. All.
She is a chef. I am but a rank amateur. She cooks the food. I eat the food. She's a foodie. I'm a fatty. This is the segment where we talk about food.
So my parents have been here, which is fantastic because...
They've been there for a while. What's going on?
Yeah, like 3 weeks. It's fantastic. I wish they didn't have to leave.
They don't.
I feel like this weekend we finally got into the groove of not being so busy.
So every time you would post a new picture of your mom or new video of your mom, I'm like, she's still there. Because traditionally...
They're retired.
Traditionally, when people come to visit us overseas, I can't stop hiccuping.
Did it work?
Traditionally, when our family comes and visits us overseas, they're only there for a couple of days. So when I've seen your mom there, I'm stoked. I'm so, hey, it's Jen. Look at Jen. She's so exciting. And then week 2, I'm like, holy cow, Jen's still there. Awesome. Way to go. I was hoping that they took their retirement seriously and just moved to Spain.
You know what? A girl can hope. But, they're really getting into the retirement vibe, I think.
Uh-huh.
So,
but not a single pic of your dad.
Yeah, he's always hiding.
Do you not love your father?
I love my father.
Yeah, take some pictures.
He's tucked away. He's always tucked away.
So with family,
I don't know where I get it from then.
With family in town, you've been cooking up a storm.
I have, and it's
Tell us.
So
we still have no videos of you cooking the pair of shoes.
I do have the pair of shoes. But I got to do some barbecuing. I got to bust out the old, and the weather finally. Thank God. I don't know how much more of the gray I could have taken, to be honest with you. I need the sunshine. And we finally had a bunch of just really nice days. So we got the grill out, I cleaned it up, I got the smoker going. We did a little roast. And then today I did ribs in the Instant Pot first, but then I finished them on the smoker and they were all nice and smoky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God. And then I made hamburgers and bratwurst and smoky sausages. And oh, my God, got food for the rest of my life.
Tell me about your hamburgers. Do you do anything different? Do you do anything special with your meat?
Bro, no. I don't even make my own hamburger patties. I get the frozen ones, the Philly burgers.
No.
I love those.
No.
Yes, because
Bubba's.
the hamburgers are the things that I don't have to mess with.
Bubba's or nothing else.
Isn't that the one? The Bubba's, the Philly burgers?
They're called Bubba's.
Oh, no. It's the other ones because the Bubba's don't have as much. They have a little more sodium and sugar in them.
Oh, my goodness. Because that makes them more awesome. It makes them more delicious.
I'm trying to stay alive so I can continue to do this podcast with you. Everything I do.
I do it for you. Yes, of course.
Don't ever forget that.
I shan't. No, I recently discussed this on the Attempted Delivery podcast with Damian Naples and Sean Dickensheets. And I take an extra time to mention Damian because Damian is awesome. Why is he awesome? Because the 2 episodes ago when we didn't have you on record for the first 35 minutes, 40 minutes of the episode.
Oh, wait, are we tracking? Are we still good?
No, we're good. We're good. We're definitely good. We're never doing that again.
Yeah.
But he laughed about it, and he brought it up on his show and made me laugh, even though I felt bad about it. So Damian, out of the two hosts of the Attempted Delivery podcast, if I had to choose one that was better than the other, without a doubt, I'm going with Damian. Sean Dickensheets, a very close second, but Damian number one. And I told him a long time ago, I was like, thanks, he mentioned us in an episode, and I was like, thanks for the shout out. And he said something, and I said, because people like to hear their name on podcasts or radio shows or whatever it is, people like to hear their name. And every time he says my name, I smile a little bit more. And every time I say his name, I hope he smiles a little bit more. But we were talking about food. I am a huge fan of Thumans. Our friend Lori is a hot dog connoisseur who has never had a Thumans hot dog.
I don't think I've had a Thumans hot dog.
Girl, don't you tempt me now. I don't know how I can get one to Spain.
Can you get one to New York City?
I can definitely get one in New York City. The crazy part about that is you could probably buy one in New York City. In Pennsylvania, in the state of Pennsylvania, somewhere, and I haven't found it yet, but somewhere there's an imaginary line. And if you go north of this imaginary line, you can buy Thumans hot dogs at the grocery store. But south of this imaginary line that I do not know where it is, you can't. But within the last couple of years, Thumans has started selling their wares online. It is, without a doubt, the best hot dog in the world. It's 100% beef. It's got the snap. It's a quarter pound. They are amazeballs. And my Jersey family that I married into introduced me to Thumans, and there's never been a better hot dog. I've gone out of my way to find these hot dogs, and
I love the commitment.
Because I'm a man,
No have a question.
If you are suffering, if you're another man in my circle and you're suffering grief, I'm not sending you flowers. Men don't send men flowers. That's not what we do.
I'm gonna send you questionably shaped meat.
I'm going to send you some meat. And when Jose lost his mom, our friend Jose, when he lost his mom, that's exactly what I did. I sent him some meat, and him and his wife enjoyed the meat that I sent them, so much so that that's the only hot dog that they will eat from this point forward. It's that good. They're that good. So Lori is a hot dog connoisseur. She's getting ready to get some of my meats, and hopefully Brandon, who my coworker, my friend, hopefully he enjoys some of my meats. And I don't know what I've got to do to make Thumans more popular in America. You mentioned...
Well, I feel like they would sponsor us. That'd be great.
I would sell the mess out of their hot dogs. When you mentioned, can you send it to New York, which gives me an indication that you might be heading back to the city sometime soon.
I will.
When?
I will. I'm gonna be. When I tell you this, the rest of this year is bonkers. It's bonkers. I'm gonna be hitting Germany, East Coast, Italy, West Coast. I'm all over the place this year.
All right, Germany, you're going to visit some friends in Spangalum.
Yep.
All right, East Coast, you're going back to the city, and where?
In the city?
Yeah.
Washington Heights.
Okay, but
Yeah.
a 3-hour train ride. It's a 3-hour train ride. You come here. We'll snatch you up. We'll take good care of you. We'll treat you right.
Because we've been talking about it.
How long are you going to be in the city?
Like a week.
Okay. Well, I mean...
It's a day trip. I'm from Texas.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's 8 hours. Yeah, we'll just go there and then have dinner and then we'll just come back.
Yep. 3-hour train ride. We're there. I mean, you could spend all the time alone in your little hostel there in Washington Heights, or you can venture into the beautiful countryside of central Pennsylvania.
We've been talking about it for quite a few years that I should make my way into the land of your new people.
I'm going to tell you, I do a pretty good tour, but for you, I will do much more. I will do so much more to make you love this place, because we're going to shut down the bases in Spain and we're going to make everybody leave, and you should come here. No? You don't think that's true?
I've been cycling some different dream ideas around lately.
The Prime Minister of Spain is not doing good as far as our relations with the country goes.
That's not my job.
The next place you mentioned is you're going to go to Italy. What are you going to do in Italy?
I got to go there to do stuff for the Navy, as per usual.
Yeah, I got MCs at my command, okay? Come be the MC here. Use this place as your place to be. That would be awesome.
Because that's the same as Naples, Italy?
I mean, you've been there once. What more do you need?
Fair enough. It's terrifying every time I go. Yeah. We've been talking about some stuff. You never know.
And then you said West Coast. Now, what's going to take you out to the West Coast? To see your brother?
Hopefully that's going to be a bonus, but that is not the main shabam.
What put you out there?
One of my mentors, like my main mentor, is retiring.
Okay.
So, and I've been given the honor of being a side boy.
Is this mentor, does he have a gold do-rag, a gold watch, and some Uggs and some black socks? Is that him?
No, which is unfortunate because that would be fantastic. Immediate retirement. No reinvestment bonus.
Who is your mentor that we are talking about?
Oh, yeah, the wonderful Misty Flynn.
Okay.
She's a fantastic human.
That's awesome.
I'm very excited. And again, it's so easy to be and this is not a complaint, right? Remember who I am. This is not a complaint, but it's so easy to be forgotten by people in the States when you don't live there and you haven't lived there for a very long time. Yeah. Right? You show up to a thing or they come through Rhoda and you're like, hey, why didn't you let me know you're passing through? And they're like, oh, I didn't realize you were still there. And people just forget. They kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Well, my rule has always been 2 weeks. Everybody gets 2 weeks. But 2 weeks after you depart the flight pattern, 2 weeks after you depart the flight pattern, people just forget you.
Yeah.
You have to be actively involved in people's lives, or within 2 weeks, you're no longer a part of their lives.
Yeah, it's busy. People are busy.
Yep.
But she's always reached out back out to me. Every command I've gone to, every promotion I've gotten, every time I post something silly, she's always, checking in on me. And last year she was supposed to retire. And when she started doing I only say this because she shared it.
Okay.
With everybody.
Okay.
When she went to start her paperwork, her physical for retirement, they found a very serious breast cancer. And so this year she has been battling breast cancer and she's beat it. She's in remission. So when she locked in her date, I was like, I'm buying a ticket. You're locked in, I'm locked in. And as soon as I sent her my flight stuff, she said, oh, thank God, because you're a side boy. So, I'm very excited to go. And I get to see all these people that I've worked with in the past that I haven't seen in many years. I'm very excited for this trip. It's gonna be a good one.
I'm excited.
And I'm probably gonna get to see my brother.
I'm excited for you. What about your sister-in-law, who is also amazing and someone I love?
Well, I might not get to see her because she might be back with the kids because my brother is going to be there for his military responsibilities.
Okay.
So it's really just kind of kismet that he'll be there.
I feel like I should send up a distress flare and have Gina meet you somewhere because I think she's in Sacramento.
That's where my brother lives.
Yeah. I think they're in the same area. I wouldn't know.
All these people, man, the earth is really small, but it feels so big sometimes.
That is something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to your travels, and we will flex our schedule as much as we can to continually get out episodes. We have a new billboard up, and this new billboard is in a place where I've wanted it for some time. But because the billboard was operating independently, we couldn't get on it. But they decided that operating independently was too much work. They sold their shares to Lamar Advertising, which is on the KC.co app, and we are now on that billboard. Now, here's the funny thing about it is I have us popping up there between 5 and 6 a.m. every weekday, hoping that one day the wife sees it. When she's going to work, this is the time frame that she would go to work. I would love to surprise her with our ad up on the thing. thing. I've been running it for a week. She's never made any comment about seeing the ad. I also run it on Saturday from 9 to 4 p.m. Now, this is important for those of you out there that are listening because I'm going to shut down the other billboard that we have. The billboard off of 581, I'm going to turn that one off because I'm not getting any responses off of that one that I think of. And I'm going to leave the one at Valley Bistro on. I'm going to put all of our money, time, and effort into Valley Bistro, which is a fantastic place to eat, number one. Number two, they got a giant billboard right there. And if you are sitting outside eating this wonderful food from Valley Bistro, you could see the billboard and you could easily take a photo in front of it. If you take a photo in front of the billboard, I will put you on the next billboard.
If you want. It's not a threat.
No, it's not a threat. It's a good thing. All right.
Yeah, if you so desire to be on the billboard, you will be on the billboard.
Yes. Well, if you take a picture in front of our billboard, there will be communication. We'll work it out. Speaking of good things.
Everything,
The book of everything.
One of everything.
One of everything.
One of everything.
The book of everything.
One of everything.
the book of everything.
I love my jingle.
We're just jamming out, and both of us.
Every week we go into the book of everything. We try to find a strange, unusual, interesting fact, and we share it with you. And the goal here is we share this fact with you, and then throughout the course of the week, you try to include this fact that we are sharing with you in your daily conversations. In 1915, Charlie Chaplin entered a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest. Yes. I paused a little earlier. In 1915, Charlie Chaplin entered a Charlie Chaplin look-alike contest in San Francisco. Not only did he not win, he failed even to make it to the finals.
That's like that video. There's two really good ones. The one with Jewel and the one with Adele, where the Adele look like the Adele drag contest. And they're like, "This is really good. This is really good." And they're like, "Is that her? Is that her?" Or the one with Jewel where they dress her up and she's like all plain Jane looking, and then she goes and she's singing her song and everyone's like...
So I love Jewel. I didn't realize how much I loved Jewel until I found out her family were a bunch of homesteaders living in Alaska. I can't even remember the name of the show. What I do remember is just prior to us leaving Spain, I found this show on Spanish Discovery Channel that had been out for years. I didn't even know, Beyond Alaska or something like that. And it's Jewel's family living on the homestead. And they're amazing people. And I loved watching this show.
Yeah.
As far as Adele goes, you know, Adele, Cher, Madonna, who is the most drag performed celebrity? Because I would think it's Cher.
I think it's probably Cher.
But, you know, Adele, in her real life, kind of looks like a drag queen.
Like very, very easy to do drag for Adele. I don't think anyone would argue that.
So, 1915, Charlie Chaplin cannot convince an audience that he is himself, and he's not even in drag. Hey, you got any headlines for me?
I do.
And now it is time for headlines from around the globe.
Every week she goes into the ether, she pulls a headline out from her tuchus, and she gives it to me completely unprepared. My job is to mine this headline for some type of entertainment value. I fail frequently. This week should be no different.
Farmers want to breed uglier cows after hordes of influencers inundate farms to snap with cattle. My cows don't get any peace.
A farmer wants to breed uglier cows so that influencers stop taking photos with his cows. Dear sir, may I propose to you that you cannot make a cow any uglier.
Oh, cows are so cute, though.
Okay, I'll go with that.
But I mean, I don't need to
what?
With one, they're cute.
What do you add to the DNA stew? What do you do to make a cow that's not necessarily attractive? I really wish I could remember.
Can you just imagine being a cow farmer, dude, and you're like, I have been mixing this brew of this most beautiful cow forever and ever, and now all of a sudden, no one wants to buy your cows because they're too pretty.
The Last Frontier. Alaska, The Last Frontier was the name of the show that featured Jules' family, and why that comes up is because of this one particular thing. Otto, I think his name was Otto. It's been a few years since I watched the show. I don't have all the cast memorized, but they were a great family, and it was a fun watch, and it was 11 seasons. But Otto
That's a good binge.
decides to take out one of the cows because, you got to eat the foods, and cows are food, and all of the cows are normal-looking cows. None of them are sexier than the rest of the cows or uglier than the other cows. They're normal-looking cows, and he dispatches a cow in the presence of the other cows, and then goes through the process of cleaning the carcass in the presence of the other cows. And I cannot explain
too far.
I cannot explain this, but those cows are cognitive.
Yeah.
They are on camera looking at Otto and looking at what Otto is doing to their fellow cow that he is murdered and is chopping up in front of them. I have never been closer to being a vegan than I have been in watching the recognition in these cows' eyes that their friend has just been murdered and is being butchered in front of them. It is the craziest thing. If you've never watched Alaska, The Last Frontier, I highly recommend it. It is such a quality show, but when you see this thing happen, you'll understand maybe being a vegan isn't a bad thing. Or a vegetarian. Freaking screw vegans. Vegetarian, we'll go with that.
Just vegan light.
I love the fact that he thinks he can mate his cows to be uglier. It's a cow.
What a concern! What a modern concern.
It's a cow. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a cow.
Doing cow things, thinking cow thoughts.
Doing cow things, man. Hey, do you have another headline for me?
Boy, do I ever. Car maker debuts voice-controlled in-vehicle toilet.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should, right? There is no reason at all for there to be an in-vehicle toilet. I don't even think the recreational vehicles, the giant things that drive down the highway, I don't even think those need a toilet. The performers that are lucky enough to travel on buses, even they have toilets, but they have rules like no number twos.
Oh yes,
yeah,
yes, that's a big rule.
If you're traveling on the company bus, you can go to the potty, but no number twos. I am old enough to have traveled on Greyhound. Have you ever traveled on a Greyhound bus?
I've traveled on a bolt bus for $12 from New York to DC round trip.
Greyhound buses, man, they were like taking a trip back in time. I would go up to New York on a Greyhound bus so often that I kind of understood the route. And you would stop off in the middle of nowhere.
At that one gas station?
In the middle of nowhere. And that was the time when you were supposed to smoke and joke and get a break and stretch your legs. But you're on a bus the entire time. You can stretch your legs whenever you want. There's no requirement for you to be seated. And there's a toilet on the bus, but no one uses the Greyhound bus toilet. So that's why I often sat near the back, because it was cool. But you would stop every couple hundred miles, and you would get out and go to the bathroom and walk around and smoke and coke and joke and
if you will.
But there is no need for a toilet and my caddy as an example. Because if I need to go, I also need to get up, okay? Don't make it so easy for me. I want to talk to some of my friends that have been through a series of surgeries. I could tell you that the catheter that I had didn't do good. And first of all, if you don't know what a catheter is, let me just point this out for you. It's a tube they shove up your urethra. That way, you don't pee on yourself. And then you just pee through the tube that they shoved up your urethra. And when I say shove, I think that's a good explanation of what they do. They shove it up your urethra. So when it was installed, I was happy. I was like, oh, this is, how convenient is this? You know, I was like, just let it go. And it was fine. It was fun. It was awesome. And then I remember when they took it out, I was like, they said, okay, we're going to count to 3. And they said,
that's not enough numbers.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God. It took forever for that thing to come out. It was way up there, way up the traverses of my urethra. But ever since that happened, well, let's just say I can't hit the Cheerio anymore, okay? If you ever used a Cheerio to teach a child how to hit the center of the toilet, well, that's not happening with me. I am all over the place. I like somebody put their thumb over the top of the hose. You don't know where it's going to go. That's what I've been dealing with.
Man, getting old.
I have a new bit where I talk about this is life. It's suffering the indignities of old age. And it all started with, going back to the beginning of our conversation, the colonoscopy. That is the first indignity that you suffer as an adult, and they just get worse from there.
Yay. I'm not panicking, you're panicking.
Well, I don't know how long you could pass off. I don't know how long you could pretend to be not as old as you are. I love the fact that you are older and look amazing. I hate the fact that I didn't send you something on your birthday. I'm very sorry about that.
Don't be.
Yeah, well, I will. So that's that.
Waste of emotions.
We have done all the things that we normally do.
We did it.
Yeah. And that is my friend Chick Brew, in case I didn't tell you. She's in southern Spain. I am T-Boat. I am here in central Pennsylvania. If you've checked out one of our billboards and decided to look us up, this episode is how we normally do things. The previous episode, don't worry about that. That wasn't meant for you. That was meant for me. But this episode is how we do things. And we wrap it all up like this. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow.
And don't forget that you are loved.
Thank you for listening to T-Bone and Chick Brew. If you enjoyed that show, you should check out the Darrell McClain Show, independent media that won't reinforce tribalism. We have one planet and nobody's leaving, so let's reason together. You can find the Darrell McClain Show at the same place you actually listen to this show. Give it a shot.